Hello, everyone. Welcome to Disney Sorcerer Arena. This is my year update of this free-to-play account. As you can see, everything's full. I just logged into the thing. I just re-downloaded the patch. Why? Why did I download the patch? Because not that. Wrong button. Because they put um these two in the game finally, which I was waiting for. So be aware this is a thing that you can buy, and I guess you can buy it daily for $3, and you can get two Sneezy and two Grumpy and some coin. So before we get into the update, before we get into my roster review, let's take a look at Sneezy and Grumpy real quick. Because I know that's what you want. So we'll start with Grumpy. We'll see what he can do. It says that he's wild. I mean, I'm not surprised that he's wilds. I'm not surprised that they're wilds actually. So he's an offensive character. Offense wilds. Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, the miners. Okay. Dig into his kit here. So you're getting double bang for your buck. You're getting my 12-month account review and, of course, what you really wanted to see, and that is Grumpy and Sneezy's kits. So dig, dig, dig is the basic. Deal damage to an opponent. Inflict break. Let's see what break does. It does not say what break does, but it's got an interesting icon. Max up to 7. This character will not assist teammates other than Snow White. So the only one he will. So right there, if you were wondering if Snow White is coming, she right there. Yeah. Snow. Upgrade 2, deal 10% bonus damage per harmful effect on target. So the more harmful so you have on a target, the more damage he's gonna do. Up to a maximum of 70 bonus damage. 50% damage if target has max break. That means 7 breaks, of course. Then he gets to inflict a vulnerable also. That's the basic. Ability 2 is called Off to Work, of course. Hi ho, off to work we go. Gain offense up for 1 turn for this character. The miners' teammates gain 15% turn meter. Interesting. 25% chance for this character to perform a basic attack. On the opponent with the most harmful. So this is gonna. So once you get it to upgrade 2, he's gonna gain offense up, and then he's gonna gain 25% chance to do the basic, which is interesting. 5% turn meter at tier 3, 1 plus 1 offense duration at tier 4, and then turn meter plus 5% turn meter at gear 9. I'm guessing. The passive is called Delay Hee Hoo. Yodelay Hee Hoo. Okay, interesting. At the beginning of battle, gain 25% offense to all miners. Lasts until the character is defeated. Interesting. Um, on the miner teammates receiving offense down, 25% chance to cleanse it. Interesting. 10% offense up. An additional 10% chance to cleanse the harmful effect. The other passive, Trouble is Brewing. Once per turn, when this character takes damage or an allied Snow White attacks, takes damage, 25% chance counterattack up, dealing up to X damage. Then it goes up to 30% on tier 3. Then we get additional damage, and then it goes up to 35 maxed, and that's all for Grumpy. So interesting, very interesting. So you want to have harmfuls out, and the more harmfuls out you have, the more damage he's going to do. On to Sneezy. Sneezy's basic once again is called Dig Dig Dig. Just like Grumpy, I think we can pretty much assume that all of them are going to have Dig 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 as their basic. Deal damage, inflict break, so that's good. Tier 2 upgrade, 40% chance to to purge harmful a harmful effect. I'm guessing that's on the target. Yeah, it would have to be a guess. 50% damage if the character has max breaks, inflict invulnerable. So we're going to be putting even more damage on these characters. Off to work this time. It's called Gain Unstoppable for 1 turn. 4 target teammate miners gain 24% turn meter. So these guys are going to go on fast. They're going to be buffing themselves. 40% chance to gain Unstoppable for 1 turn for this character. 5% turn meter. Another 10% chance. So we went from 15% to, is that an additional 40 or I don't know. So 10% chance to gain Unstoppable for another turn. So this game, so you get him up to tier 4, he's going to have a lot of Unstoppables on him. Maybe 2. I don't know if I'm reading that right. Yodelay Heal is the same as a passive again. At the start of battle, grant 30% chance, 30% bonus to crit meter for all miners. So, Grumpy did offense up. Sneezy is gonna do. He's gonna do crit chance. All miners teammates receive silence. On the miners teammates receiving silence, so that means if they get silenced, 25% cleanse it. So they're gonna. So once again, we got another cleanse. So it's gonna be very hard for you to stick harmful effects on them. Interesting, very interesting. Bonus, another % chance to cleanse. It's coming as the passive because it's Sneezy. On turn start, this character has the 40% chance to perform the following: deal 17 deal damage to all teammates. Purge, a helpful effect is the upgrade. Do more damage at tier 3 and reduce 1 magic cost at tier 4. Interesting. So we're gonna go through. So we're gonna run through. Gonna try to keep this review short. What I've been doing. I've talked to you about the princesses lately. You know, I'm sure you know about the buffs. If you don't, Cozy's got a video about the buffs to my girl Merida and Rapunzel. Also, you know how much I love them princesses. But here we are. Excuse me. Shanzu, still the king. You see where all my kingdom is. I've been running kingdom. Got Eric finished. We got Demona finished. So we get a little bit. We're a little bit closer on the Gargoyles thing, but we're still super kingdom heavy with an Oceanic here and an Oceanic on downtown villain here and a Wilds character here. Then we got Kronk. Then we got Jafar. We got Mo. She's coming along. Still working on Vanellope slowly. Sully's coming along slowly. Here's our other kingdom villain. If you're wondering, Namari. I mean, we're going for Maleficent. We're not gonna have the rest of the kingdom heroes there, but we're gonna have the Kingdom Wilds ready to go. Calhoun, Quasi, Captain Hook, Monty, Ariel. We started on Ariel with the heart there because she's a princess. Well, I tell you about this princesses. Chunk, Merle. We got Maximus up so we can get Rapunzel a little bit easier. Tink, Davy, Elastigirl, Gantu, right there. He's coming. He's Oceanic, like I talked about. King Candy, Mr. I. We started working on Hades because we need. I think for Gantu and for Chroma Bubbles, you need mythicals. So that's the reason why we're working on Merlin. That's the reason why we're working on Hades. Sven, Chip, Horn King coming along. Goliath is slowly progressing. Peter Pan, Darkwing, And these tier 5 characters like Shank and these guys, if they, if they have heart, I'm obviously working on them. If they don't have a heart, I just got them there to have them there, and I'm not working on them really. To me, we're going to start working on it because he's an Oceanic also. King Triton, we probably need to work on a little bit more faster. Windy, we have enough to bump her to 6 stars, so that's probably going to happen. And we're probably going to start working on Windy because she's a pretty valuable in the raids. There's Rapunzel. We're probably going to start working on Maurice because I think they finished. I haven't got a confirmation. I know that they did some bug fixes to Maurice. I don't know if he's better than he was. But if he is, we're probably going to start playing with Maurice, another kingdom. I ain't mad about it. Did we miss any of the other kingdom heroes? Because here's one. So there he is. Esme, we're working on slowly. Here we started working on because I talked about how much you could do yourself a lot of good if you went after Big Hero 6 to help you get to Gizmo, to help you get to Eve. So yeah, we're starting that up. Here's Robin. Here's Robin Hood. We talked about him. Mrs. Potts is down here. Queen of Hearts. A lot of these people. We're in the middle of the Tiana leaderboard right now. She's going to be super slow if you're free to play. If you stick to free to play, just beware of that. Xanatos is right here. Don't have him up, and everybody else we're still working towards. Yeah, man, it's just everything is slow. It's going to be super slow. So I don't know. I need to check and see what I've done, what I haven't done. Gotta clean the energy before it goes away. Daily check-in, all that fun stuff. We're gonna go ahead and jump in, and I'm just gonna take you through my daily routine real quick. Trying to keep this video as short as possible for all of you guys. We're gonna jump in here to Mo. We're at 12, almost 12:30. I'm just gonna knock this out as quickly as I can, and then we'll be off to the miners as quickly as we can. Got some Mo. Gonna request the energy. Refresh the refreshes. We're out. We're on to the villains campaign. We are hitting the Mo. See if we get. We got another Mo. That's cool. That's fine. So we got 51 energy left. There's no grand campaign chest for Mo. So we'll switch to Ariel. And we'll get some Ariel action in real quick. She's a grand campaign. It's 12, so it's not super expensive. So we can go ahead and we'll do 2 of those. So we got some more energy. So we got the elite battles done. We get the campaign battles done. We get the hero, the villains, and the grand campaign stuff done. I'm not going to worry about the store or anything now because we're just going to start. We're just going to go right to interesting new icon they put here for the PvP mode. We're just going to go straight to the side campaign and start on the side campaign for the dwarves. And you can see they've got spaces here for the other dwarves, which are coming. So it's going to be very beneficial to you to just get started. So we're gonna start here, and obviously these are going to be farmable. Obviously, we obviously don't know what the entirety of the Snow White is going to look like, but I'm going to put my best team out here that I can. I don't know that we want. Well, maybe we'll put her in the back. We don't want him. Is Al here? Yeah, let's hear. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we'll try it. Go with it. Use these just for by default, and we'll jump in and we'll show you. We're going to showcase. It's typical fare pretty much. In terms of, but I'm going to actually play it so you can see what it's like if I'm sure by the time you played it, you're actually going to see it. But I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. She gave a that's interesting. She gave a crit up to Jasmine and an offense up to Jasmine. And so I've not tried this variant. So we're going to go ahead and take out the back line, chalk the back line. Everybody's got offense up. We're going to go sweep the front here with Gaston. They're down. She hit and killed a rhino. Now she's going to hit and kill the other rhino. Sweet. We're doing the anniversary quest. So this is a big opportunity for you to knock out your anniversary quest. We got a drop here of the dwarf. So we got our first dwarf fragment. So I'm just gonna go in and we're gonna try to knock out all of this. As far as you wanting to know the information, we're probably done with that part. I'll probably do a video later to show my progression to tell you about who I'm working on. But we did the kit review. I'm just gonna walk people through this just for the sake of walking people through this, so they know what's going on. If you're interested in watching the to know what's going on in this thing, here's Maleficent. So she's here. If you want to know what happens in the side campaign, just watch it, because I'm going to walk you through it as much as I can. And I'm not going to let my people die. So we'll go ahead and cleanse Jasmine. That's also that's fine. And yeah, it's super fun having Maleficent in here on the second node. This is the second node, by the way. So I think we're going to go ahead and I'm going to throw some of this crap back at her if we can. Cleanse. Got a continuous damage. Just took her down. Not a big deal. She's not hard. But yeah, as far as if you want to know what's going on in this thing, keep watching. I don't know that there's going to be a lot to talk about from my account review going forward. I'll put out a video, like I said, later, telling you about what's going to be going on with this account in the future. But for now, we're just going to try to do this as much as we can. All right, here we go. Pull the lever on the front row, knocks them out. They're not too hard. Hawk on the back line, just to give you an idea of how difficult these guys are. There's Namari. Took her out. She's not hard at all. Keep in mind my easement is only 7/7, so she's not gonna, you're not seeing anything game breaking. You do need to get a refresh. I'm gonna go ahead and spin some gems here to get this refresh so we can keep going here. I encourage you to do the same if you need to. If you don't, that's fine. That's fine. While we're doing this, our Moana leaderboard score is going up. Of course, so is everybody else's, because everybody else is probably doing this too. Interesting that Moana has enough, that Yzma at this level has enough speed meter to be able to go right behind Jasmine. For me, that's really interesting to know. We're at 40 out of 75, so we're knocking our stuff out very quick. And obviously, the reason why we're doing this is because we want to have the map clear for when the other doors came out. So as soon as we get done with this campaign, all the way to the end, as far as we can go, we're then going to start farming Sneezy and Grumpy. And then whenever they decide to put the other dwarfs in, hopefully we'll be fairly far along with Sneezy and Grumpy. That we don't have to keep farming them, but it's gonna take a while. I'm not gonna lie, and I think they're gonna want you to if you're I think they're gonna want to try to get you to spend, of course, because it's how glue makes money. We're knocking this anniversary quest out. Super happy about that. Hit 31 on there. We're getting XP, of course. That's good. We're getting raid tickets for Forbidden Depths. We're getting player XP, of course. We're getting Seeds on Olympus tokens. We're getting Forbidden Depths tokens. We're getting coins. We're getting potions. We're getting actual coins. We're getting level up potions. We're getting pass holder XP. We're getting XP for doing this for this first time. Siege on Olympus tickets, like I talked about, and the Tiana leaderboard stuff. All very good stuff. All very good stuff. Keep in mind, if you're wondering, the Miguel thing is the Miguel leaderboard is coming up this coming week. I don't know if they're gonna. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they start putting in, dropping a couple of dwarfs a week, because it kind of feels like that's what they're doing. Is they're gonna slow play the. Is they're gonna slow play the dwarfs, and it might be another month before we get snow. I don't know. Kind of feels that way. If they do two doors a week, I mean, we'll be at 4 next week, and then how many doors are there? Seven doors. Still waiting to 7 doors. Yeah. So we could be at 4, and then maybe they'll drop 3 in 2 weeks. Who knows? So it could be. We could be well into April before we actually see snow. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Of course, we'll know when I do my 13-month update next month. And we are just, if you're not able to do these because you haven't been playing a year and keep in mind, you don't have to run Kingdom with this. It's just, this team happens to be one of my better teams, so I'm just running it for the sake of running it. But as far as I know, you can use whoever. On my main account, I am using the Princess team, if you're wondering. You go ahead and we'll go ahead and do. Oh, we didn't use a lot of that, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and do this. And it's super interesting. This is kind of like a live stream, and we're trying to get through these as fast as we can, because I do not want to keep you people too long. So if you're still watching, I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you're at all interested. I do content for this game whenever the game calls for it. Oh, we gotta take down ours so she doesn't bring us any harm. And sometimes it's a little redundant. I know that, but sometimes Sneezy. First appearance, we get to see Sneezy. Who do I go after first? Get some real threats on the board. We got Sneezy, we got Gaston, we got Maleficent in the back, Mother Gothel, Shan Yu, and Namari. Shan Yu, I'm gonna go after Shan Yu. It might be a mistake, but that's where we're going. First, we're gonna headbutt him to get him off the board. I think we're going to go Namari now. And of course, he hits Mother Gothel. And she blinded Mother Gothel, so Mother Gothel is pretty ineffective right now. We're going to take out double hit with Shan Yu. That's fine. Do you want to see what the Sneeze is going to do? So we're going to have to get Gaston. And I might regret giving the Sneezy a turn, but he may not even get a turn, honestly. Fire to the face from, thank you, Maleficent. It's coming. Ooh, interesting. There's his unstoppable, if you're wondering. So he did that. He gave himself unstoppable, which means affected character is immune from stun, sleep, and charm. So keep that in mind. That they're going to be immune once they gain unstoppable. They're going to be immune to. They're going to be like the anti harmful effect team, basically. And so it's going to be really interesting to see how they do in the raid. The raid going forward. super interested to see how some of the heavy spenders approach this. Obviously, it's going to be a while for this account to get to where they are because I'm not even doing any raids on this account yet. Hawk the back line. Who is that going to bring in? Who we can get this time? Oh, we got Maleficent again. Sweep the front line. Get her out of the way if we can first. And she's going to fire breathe us, of course. Fortunately, we can withstand all that. We'll throw some fire back her way. We'll kill her. So yeah, the move that I used with Genie was a little redundant, but it's fine. Who are we gonna get? Who are we gonna get now? Turn 4, we got Grumpy. Grumpy here. Okay, cool. So we got Yzma, Namari, Mother Gothel, Maleficent, Furlough, and Grumpy. I think we want to see what Grumpy can do. So I'm actually gonna go Yzma because I don't want her to polymorph my team to hack her or whatever else. So we took her out. She blinded Maleficent. We're going to go after Furlough. Try to kill him. Yeah, that's fine. Mother Gothel did something to us. Let's silent Maleficent because I just don't want her doing some shenanigans on us. That probably hit her too hard, but that's fine. She threw some shade on us. She charmed our kitty cat. Don't want to use the sugar rush because I'm worried that it might. Oh, what's he doing? He gained offense up, so he gained. So he gave himself. Ooh, we're gonna. So he gave himself offense up, of course. Didn't get his turn ups. Apparently, that was just a passive. So keep that in mind. We're gonna lose our. I can't tell if that did anything. So I want to give Grumpy a... Oh, don't kill him, Sean, you freak. Don't kill him, dude. Be cool. Here he goes. That's the basic, I guess. So this is break. Can I see what break does? Are you going to let me see... Is it going to let me see what break does? No, it's not. So we still don't actually know what break does. But Snare we know about from what Maleficent does. Intimidate, of course, and then offense up. So... Still no details on what break does, but that's, it's kind of a... For those of you who are familiar with Batman 66X, if I can... Like a POW or a BAM or whatever, if you know what I'm saying. So let's, so we got another Grumpy token. Let's see where we are in the campaign. So you're seeing what's going on. So we can rest assured that these are just going to be vanilla campaigns, and then once we get here, that's when you start seeing the boss battles with the other two. And so now we're on to JI, and if you're still watching, you're gonna be able to see what the full run looks like. I think I'm gonna try to put breaks in this video, but I think people will understand what's going on as they watch. Let's pull the lever on the front line. They're getting stronger. The enemies are getting slightly stronger. The further we go along, they're not strong enough to take on the sweep though. Throw pushing at the back line. Taunt, of course. Yeah, we knew that was coming. Kill him. Taunt over there. Okay. Is this whole team gonna taunt so that I can get to Shanyu? Not that Shanyu's really the threat to me right now, but maybe but just because he's not a threat to me at this level doesn't mean he might not be a threat to you. So got through that one okay. So this is a very long campaign. So you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, of course. Seven campaign nodes for the or grand campaign nodes for the 7 dwarfs, and then of course 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 probably for the other dwarfs. So, and then I don't know if that's going to let us open the. But these are, you know, we're talking 22, but we're talking 22 energy a battle. So this is fairly impressive because I don't know of any other thing. So keep that in mind. You're going to be spending a lot of energy here. So if you're thinking about when the double gear drops come out, and you're thinking, you know, might want to buy some energy, just, you know, if you're thinking about that, just keep in mind that it's 22. So if you're thinking, if you're trying to plan out how many attacks can you get, just keep in mind that it's not what it normally is. It's not 20. It's 22 energy per on these campaign nodes. So I just want you to be aware of that. I don't think these guys are any kind of real threat. They're just keep giving themselves speed, which is I don't have a problem with. And the reason I'm doing this is because I just want to be able to not have to do this, not have to spend the time to run these nodes when the characters come out. I want to be able to jump in as soon as the characters come out and be like, oh, I got that clear already. I cleared that already. I'm ready to go. And then that way I can just auto complete it. No, I'm not at all mad that I have 3 abilities that can basically level or debuff the whole line. Here we got Sheriff of Nottingham. Interesting. Wasn't expect to see our boy the sheriff in here. Or not our boy, but my boy the sheriff in here. Ooh, by the way, I'm going to be going over some of the interesting bug fixes that they did for the Client 21 that's now live, including my boy Robin Hood. They fixed a bug with Robin Hood. I'm going to be actually I may now that I think about it, I may go through that list and well, Robin Hood is not leveled on this account. Now the keep in mind now, look, the energy has increased to 24 per. So that's something you're going to need to that's something you're going to need to think through as you're thinking about farming these guys. Is the energy is increasingly and unprecedentedly cheaper than it has been previously. Ooh, nice. Jafar. Not terrible. He could potentially hurt. It's not really worded that he will, but we'll let him. Maybe we'll invite a little danger here and see what happens. See what he's going to do to us. Charm is not bad. Charm's not bad at all. One thing I do, I was watching a video before this about the princess buffs, and they ended up being buffs, but they were actually more reworks. So you can see that I just chewed through a bunch of energy here. You know, you saw me buy that 50 refresh. We're gonna go ahead and do it again, and I'm gonna jump into this last. I think this is the last one. I don't know if it is for sure, but and I don't know if that it's going to give us anything. I don't know. We might end up messing ourselves out of the chest here at the end. So I don't know about that. Who's the villain we're going to have to fight here, I wonder? Gaston. Okay. I wonder if some of these villains are just placeholders. I wonder if they're gonna switch these. If you end up doing the campaign later, I wonder if they're gonna have like different villains with different abilities in here. He taunted. Who's gonna make us fight him? Fight me. Come on and fight me. Tried to blind, didn't work. Alright, we threw the entire campaign. Do like the buff that Yzma's giving this team. Might be thinking about putting her on the big boy team. So are we we finished the whole freaking campaign. Don't have any idea what's in the chest. I think we're gonna save that for now. I think we're gonna save the chest for now. So we went through the whole thing, so now we can just come back over and we can farm these guys, which is what we're gonna do. So we got 2 more drops. We got 1 more Sneezy. I need the what? Why are these? Oh, okay. So we can keep farming these guys from here, from the Grand Campaign nodes. I'm gonna keep going on them. There's no reason not to. I mean, and the reason is, yes, I can farm the other characters, but I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and put them on my my favorites list, so I don't forget about them real quick. And then I'm going to end this video as soon as I find them and put them on my favorites list. So we got him. And I think that'll do it. Anyway, guys, if you ended up staying through and watching this video the whole time, you saw exactly what to expect in the side campaign for the dwarves. I do encourage you, if you're going to chase the dwarves, if you're going to try to go for the dwarves right away, do go in there and knock out that whole campaign just to have it done, so you don't have to worry about it later. But yeah, that's been my overview of Sneezy and Grumpy. That's been my 12-month roster review, and that's been my playthrough of the Dwarves Side Campaign. I'll be back later when something else comes up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. If you like what I'm doing, like, subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment. Tell me what do you expect to come from these dwarves? Are they going to be? I got a feeling they're going to be pouring out the harmfuls. But if we're running dwarf versus dwarf, it's going to be a very interesting thing to watch. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Till then, have a good day. We'll see you later.